The Michael Wolff. The Michael Wolff book, Fire and Fury, which outlines the Trump campaign, the inner workings of the Trump White House. Now, Michael Wolff, a journalist, he was given access to members of the Trump campaign. He sat down, he had conversations. Some question the validity of his statements. But what I've been noticing, and I want to put this out here, I've been noticing if you cut on certain channels, if you look at certain media, this is everything in the world. This is, oh my God, this is great. People line dancing. Yay, Michael Wolff, Fire and Fury. They, having a great time, man. They toasting and popping bottles. I thought Drake was performing. These people are getting it in. They're happy as hell. Why are you so happy? Why are you jumping up and down? This is great, but why are you where's the Michael Wolff book came out? This going to destroy Trump. This is great. Hey. And then you look over here at the conservative media, the libertarians, I don't know these people. I don't know. I don't want to put everybody in boxes. I'm just saying, this is another group of people. Some of them wear jackets, no shirts. Some of them, I don't know. Anyway, these people over here, they act like this is nothing. This is garbage. This book is all garbage. And I just find it amazing. I need to think it's going to save the world nor end it. But I think it's interesting, and I think it needs to be talked about. So, so I'm going to talk about it. Also, I would like to point out, before I get to the 14 wildest claims in the new book, Fire and Fury, I'd like to point out the contrasting difference between Donna Brazil's book, which was an expose on the DNC and Hillary Clinton's campaign, and the Michael Wolff book, which was an expose on Donald Trump. Notice a little difference in the treatment of Michael Wolff as compared to Donna Brazil. They call Donna Brazil kooky. Kooky. She's crazy. Now, it's not if you like Donna Brazil, if you want to invite her over for a glass of wine, if you want to hang out with her and cook gumbo and put some andouille sausage in it, or you put turkey sausage, or if you put... No. It's not about that. It's not about if you think Donna Brazil is too sassy for her own damn good. No, it's not about that. Doesn't matter if you think she ran around the ring, that she had more word salad than a Benihana. No, it's not. Than a Benihana sushi salad. They got sushi salad. It's not about that. The truth is, my point is this, very simple. Michael Wolff is being praised for exposing XYZ, and he's doing it all secondhand. Donna Brazil gave us information straight from the horse's mouth. And they shitted on her. I saw Michael Wolff on CNN last night. They rolled out the red carpet for him because it suits their what? What does it suit? Come on, guys. It suits their agenda. All right, so let's keep going. All right. Let's go on to the 14 wildest claims in the new book, Fire and Fury. Now, this opens. Now, who wrote this article? The Telegraph. Okay. Donald Trump was horrified by his election win. His wife, Melania, was in tears, and his friends believe he is crazy, according to an explosive new book. The embarrassing claims are made in Fire and Fury inside the Trump White House, written by journalist Michael Wolff and based on 200 interviews with Mr. Trump, his inner circle, and other key players. The book is not released until next week, but an article by the author published online on Wednesday revealed claims made in the book that are deeply embarrassing for the president. One of the book's key sources appears to be Steve Bannon. So what is one of the claims? Well, the Telegraph, because I think it's a British media outlet, media source. They start off with Tony Blair. Tony Blair told Trump the British were spying on him. Tony Blair warned Donald Trump aides that British intelligence agencies could have spied on them during the election campaign. This was claimed in the book. The former prime minister shared the juicy rumor with Jared Kushner, Mr. Trump's son-in-law, when the pair met last February and angled for a Middle East role, according to journalist Michael Wolff's book. Mr. Blair suggested the British had the Trump campaign staff under surveillance, monitoring his telephone calls and other communications, and possibly even Trump himself. Boom! That's a big deal. So you mean to tell me it's possible the British intelligence was doing what we say the Russians were doing? Okay. Oh, so now we're going to make Britain? We're going to make them the boogeyman too? Come on. Because it's not standard practice to listen or to put bots in the internet. That's not standard in our cyber war, which is the era that we now live in. But anyway, I'll go on to number two. Number two. Now, this is big for a lot of people. I know this is like, wow. Trump never wanted to be president. Mr. Trump's wife, Melania, was in tears when he won the election, and Mr. Trump looked like he had seen a ghost because they expected a defeat, the piece in the New York Magazine said. Mr. Bannon is quoted saying he observed the then candidate morphing into a disbelieving Trump and then into a horrified Trump on election night. Mr. Trump reportedly never expected victory and was considering launching his own TV network or channel after defeat, while key members of his campaign team were already interviewing for new jobs. Mr. Trump's communications director, Stephanie Grissom, hit out at the claims in a statement from the White House. She said the book is clearly going to be sold in the bargain fiction section. Mrs. Trump supported her husband's decision to run for president and, in fact, encouraged him to do so. She was confident he would win and was very happy when he did. I tend to believe that Trump didn't think he was going to win. I tend to believe that. Yeah, I believe that. I believe it. I tend to believe that a businessman of Trump's ilk, the last thing he want to do is be tied to some desk job where he gotta like listen to people and be places at certain times, can't control his own schedule to a certain degree, has to be briefed every day. There's a lot of BS paper pushing work being president. And I never thought that Trump, I never understood why he wanted to do it. I never thought he was a champion for the people. I know people say, oh, he's a champion for the people, he gonna work for us. And I'm like, nah. No, it's not. You need to stop smoking meth. No, seriously though, I believe that Donald Trump, he ended up in this situation, trying to expand his business, trying to grow his brand to a level that was, just a level that no one else has ever done, and Donald Trump accidentally won the presidency in the process. Oh my God. That's what I believe. You let me know what you think. Okay, number three. It's taking too long. Number three, the secret to Trump's hair. Just for men. Wow. Well, the secret to Tim Black's beard. Just for men. Come on, man. That's number three, motherfucker. That can't be number three. Hell is wrong with you, Telegraph? What's number four? Trump likes sushi. Motherfucker. Come on, man. We got to do better. All right. I ain't even going to edit it. Number four, Trump's friends and key advisors called him crazy. Okay. A number of the president's key staff are quoted questioning Mr. Trump's intelligence. Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin and former Chief of Staff Reince Priebus reportedly labeled Mr. Trump an idiot, while Mr. Trump's Chief Economic Advisor Gary Cohn said he was dumb as shit. They didn't just say he was dumb, they said he was dumb as shit. Lord, What else did they say? God, we had fun on this show. I had fun doing this show. Thank God for this show. I like this.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
And his National Security Advisor, H.R. McMaster, described him as a dope. A dope. This was interesting stuff. All the Trump supporters are over there mad. Get you, Tim Black. Go to hell, Tim Black. Son of a God. You're no longer speaking truth to power, Tim Black. Why is that? Because you're slamming Trump. All right. Goodness gracious. All right, so anyway. That billionaire Thomas Burke, who was one of Trump's closest and oldest friends, is quoted in the book allegedly telling a friend of the president, he's not only crazy, wait for it, he's stupid. God damn.
Called super predators. We have to bring them to heel.
That's what Trump's he want to take a page out of Hillary's book right now. He's like,
we have to bring them to heel.
We got to bring them to heel. Talking that stuff about me. Mr. Barack has since denied making those claims to a New York Times reporter describing the quote as totally false. Or in other words, what you trying to do? Get me killed, motherfucker? All right. Number 5, Ivanka Trump wants to be president. Oh, no. No, you don't. Well, you know what? It's okay to want stuff, Ivanka. You know, I want stuff. You know, I want a studio. Real one. I want people to, you know, stop trying to stab me in the damn back all the time. There are things I want. Peace in Yemen. A Tim Blackmobile to tour the country. Talk to people. Real people. Not politicians. These are things I want. So you can want whatever you want, Ivanka. Now, will it happen? The book claims Ivanka Trump entertained the idea that she would one day run for the White House and become the country's first woman president. Aha! The plan was to stop Hillary in order to let Ivanka become president. Oh, son of a bitch. In an extract published in the New York Magazine, Mr. Wolff writes that Miss Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner, made an agreement between themselves that if the opportunity arose for one of them to run for president, it would be Ivanka. It would be Ivanka running for president. Give it up for that. Give it up for that. Hey. Doesn't mean I vote for her, but look, I believe anybody should be able to run. Anybody should be able to run in this country for anything they want to run for. I believe that. I support that. I do not have any bias towards anybody running for office. Some of this stuff is just stupid. Number 6, Trump sits in bed with cheeseburgers. There's a lot of shit overweight dudes like Trump and I need at night. One of those things is not cheeseburgers. Don't need cheeseburgers. But I think, if I remember, this was interesting, the reason why. Mr. Trump is said to have banned people from touching his toothbrush and would strip the bed sheets himself after entering the White House for fear of germs. The book also claims Mr. Trump sleeps in a separate bedroom from his wife, had 2 extra televisions installed there, and is known to be in bed with a cheeseburger from 6:30 p.m. I got to say it. Who gives a shit? I can't think of a single solitary person that gives a shit. No, I can't think of anybody that gives a damn what he eats at night, man. if you are the president, or if you're the king of your own house, if you're the king of your bedroom, if you're the king of your room, if you got a few dollars, you should be able to have whatever you want at night, no matter if it's good for you or not. It's up to you. You want to have a cheeseburger? Have a cheeseburger, man. How is that number 6, man? That means number 7 through 14 must suck. Trump admires, number 7, Trump admires Rupert Murdoch. Trump admires Rupert Murdoch. Mr. Wolff, who has previously written a biography of Rupert Murdoch, described an incident at a post-election party which the media mogul was due to attend. He wrote Rupert Murdoch, who had been promised to pay a call on the president-elect, was running late. When some of the guests made a move to leave, an increasingly agitated Trump assumed or assured them that Rupert was on his way. He's one of the guests, the last of the greats. You have to stay to see him. Not grasping that he was not the most powerful man in the world, Trump was still trying mightily to curry favor with the media mogul who had long disdained him as a Christian, a charlatan, and a fool. And a fool. Okay. Number 8. I don't really have an opinion about that. Just because Trump president don't mean he can't admire people. Admire people for different stuff. I admire, I admire the guy who wrote The Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I admire him. I admire J. Cole. Rap his ass off. I admire, a lot of people. Doesn't mean anything. I mean, that was against the law to admire people. Let's keep going. Murdoch called Trump an idiot. It's number 8. Murdoch called Trump an idiot. Okay. During a phone call with the president, Murdoch is said to have warned him that taking a liberal approach to H-1B visas would appear to contradict his anti-immigration policies and his promises to build a border wall with Mexico. Mr. Trump is said to have been concerned with Mr. Murdoch's comments, telling him he would figure it out, leading the media mogul to describe him as a effing idiot as he got off the phone. Damn. Boy, this Michael Wolff, man. This guy's so you telling me, Wolff, where'd you get this information from? Did Rupert Murdoch tell you that he called Trump an effing idiot when he got off the phone with him? Or did someone else tell you this? Do tell. My sensationalist friend. Number 9, Trump had to be taught about the Constitution. A former Trump campaign aide, Sam Nunberg, is quoted in the book saying he had to teach Mr. Trump basic details about the Constitution. I got as far as the Fourth Amendment before his finger is pulling down on his lip and his eyes are rolling in the back of his head. Mr. Nunberg has said. Number 10, Trump hasn't heard of key political figures. I believe that. I believe Trump don't know a lot of these people. Like, who? Who are these people? I don't pay attention to these people. Just give him money and get my shit done. I need to build this thing. I don't care about who his name is. Time to meet these bastards. I know. Like, Trump knows Blasio, Clinton, Cuomo, New York-centered people. Yeah, he ain't give a hell. The book tells of a scene between Mr. Trump and Roger Ailes, the former chairman of the Fox News, who reportedly recommended former House of Representatives Speaker John Boehner as a candidate for the president's chief of staff. Mr. Trump is alleged to have responded to the suggesting by asking, "Who's that? Who's that? I don't know John Boehner. Boehner. I don't know him." Yeah, I heard people talking about this. F John Boehner. Who cares? All right. Hey, man. These guys, they're political hacks. Trump, now, he's the president by accident. The accidental president. That's a good one. The accidental president. I love that. Hey, guys, we're going to call Trump the accidental president. Number 11, Hope Hicks dated Mary campaign manager Corey Lewandowski. Hope Hicks. Both Hope and Corey a hose. That's right, both of them, and not just one of them. All right. White House Communications Director Hope Hicks reportedly had an on and off relationship with Corey Lewandowski, who was Trump's first campaign manager, the book claims. Mr. Lewandowski, who was married, was fired by the then president-elect in June 2016, and Ms. Hicks was reportedly upset about the media coverage. Trump, number 12, let's keep it going. Trump called female acting attorney general Trump called female acting attorney general a cunt. That's Bill Burr's word. Mr. Trump was reportedly furious with the acting attorney general, Sally Yates, when she refused to enforce his immigration ban, calling her such a cunt for blocking his request. Okay, so guys, like, some of this stuff, I don't know if it's true or not, right? But so what? You can't call somebody a name when they can't even hear you? Do you know the names I've called people who can't hear me calling them those names? And people have called me names just because I didn't hear them. I don't care, right? I know some. Come on, man. There's people who hate. Look, you got a combination of hate, jealousy, competition, survival, thinking that they're better. I'm just better. Look at me. Why don't I have? As if other people, so like people say stuff and people have bad days. They get cut off in traffic. Their boss treats them like crap. They got a problem with their kids, or they got a problem with the wife, or a problem with the husband, or a problem with the weather. People say stuff. Why is this? They're making this a big issue. Number 13, 9 law firms refuse to represent Trump. Law firms refuse to take his money. I guess they were concerned with the repercussions of defending Donald Trump, representing Donald Trump, and what that could mean to their business. We saw what happened to that little organization of CEOs he put together. They had to leave because it was hurting their brand and their businesses, which employ lots of people and their bottom lines by being associated with Donald Trump. Look what has happened to every major celebrity who's come out like, I like Trump. They're like, bam! And they're like, I don't like Trump. I'm sorry I ever said anything about Trump. I mean, the only people that support Donald Trump openly are Kid Rock and them two Humpty girls on Twitter, the Trump girls. Like, who else, man? Who else? I mean, I know. I'm just saying. I know there's lots of people, but I'm saying, guys. People have stuff to lose. They don't want to lose it. If you have nothing to lose, and like the Trump girls, you just look for a paycheck. I stumped for Trump. We don't have talent. And number 14, Trump can't recognize old friends. God damn. Oh, God. It said Trump can't recognize old friends. Mr. Wolff portrays the president as an aging man who repeats stories and quotes some of Mr. Trump's closest allies. Described the president as incapable of functioning. Incapable of functioning in his job. He describes a scene at Mr. Trump's Florida Mar-a-Lago resort just before the new year, saying, a heavily made-up Trump failed to recognize a succession of old friends. A succession of old friends. Well, Trump's sitting there drooling into his tie like, watching these old billionaires wallow past him. Like, who's that bastard? Who's that? I don't... Maybe he tried to act like he didn't know him. Like a rapper does. Like rapper act like he don't know who you are. Like, who's that? Who is that? I don't know. Hey, he said some bad things about you. I have no idea who you're talking about. You know him? No, I don't. Like, that's a thing. That's a thing in the community. We do that. I'm doing it right now to somebody. Like, did you hear what this person said? No, I have no idea. Continue. Last line, Mr. Wolff writes, it used to be inside of 30 minutes, he'd repeat word for word and expression for expression the same 3 stories. Now, it's within 10 minutes. So you mean to tell me Trump is sitting in the White House going, man, you remember the time I took the, we took the A train down to the, the chicken and waffle spot. Remember that time? And then the panhandler came up. Then 5 minutes later, he's like, but I remember the time we went to the chicken and waffle place. We took the A train and with the homeless man. You sitting there like, this Groundhog's Day? This is bad. This is bad. Is it true? I don't know if it's true. I know it's bad.